He knew the things that were, and the things that would be, and the things that had been before. Go on with the spirit that fears nothing. The difficulty is not so great to die for a friend as to find a friend worth dying for. Because they are stupid. That's why. That's why everybody does everything. Sleep and death, who are twin brothers. After the event, even a fool is wise. Yet taught by time, my heart has learned to glow for others' good and melt at others' woe. A hunter of shadows, himself a shade. How vain, without the merit, is the name. It is not strength, but art obtains the prize, and to be swift is less than to be wise. From his tongue floats speech, sweeter than honey. The force of union conquers all. For a friend with an understanding heart is worth no less than a brother. Hateful to me as are the gates of hell is he who, hiding one thing in his heart, utters another. Bear patiently, my heart, for you have suffered heavier things. To speak his thoughts is every freeman's right, in peace and war, in counsel and in fight. Young men's minds are always changeable, but when an old man is concerned in a matter, he looks both before and after. The charity that is trifle to us can be precious to others. Each man delights in the work that suits him best. A guest never forgets the host who has treated him kindly. For too much rest becomes a pain. But listen to me first and swear an oath to use all your eloquence and strength to look after me and protect me. It is not possible to fight beyond your strength, even if you strive. The tongue of man is a twisty thing. You, why are you so afraid of war and slaughter? Even if all the rest of us drop and die around you, grappling for the ships, you would run no risk of death. You lack the heart to last it out. In combat, coward. You ought not to practice childish ways, since you are no longer that age. Be both a speaker of words and a doer of deeds. The stars never lie, but the astrologers lie about the stars. There is nothing nobler or more admirable than when two people who see eye to eye keep house as man and wife, confounding their enemies and delighting their friends. We are only what we are in the dark. All the rest is reputation. There is a time for many words, and there is also a time for sleep. What greater glory attends a man than what he wins with his racing feet and his striving hands? A generous heart repairs a slender tongue. A young man is embarrassed to question an older one. Urge him with truth, to frame his fair replies, and sure he will, for wisdom never lies. Who love too much, hate in the like extreme. Youth is quick in feeling, but weak in judgment. I would rather be a serf in a poor man's house, and be above ground than the rain among the dead. It is wrong to be sorry, without ceasing. Noblest minds are easiest bent. Why so much grief for me? No man will hurl me down to death against my fate, and fate, no one alive has ever escaped it, neither brave man nor coward. I tell you, it's born with us, the day that we are born. In every soaring soul I poured delight, and poverty stood smiling in my sight. I will teach you to laugh at something that's funny. I guess some people never change, or they quickly change, and then quickly change back. To be loved, you have to be nice to people every day, but to be hated. You don't have to do squat. I am in a place where I don't know where I am. Always to be best and distinguished above the rest. It is not good to have a rule of many. A man who has been through bitter experiences and traveled far enjoys even his sufferings after a time. The journey is its own reward. Old people don't need companionship. They need to be isolated and studied, so it can be determined what nutrients they have that might be extracted for our personal use. Life is largely a matter of expectation. Two friends, two bodies, with one soul inspired. It is entirely seemly for a young man, killed in battle to lie mangled by the bronze spear. In his death, all things appear fair. I didn't lie. I just created fiction with my mouth. The information superhighway showed the average person what some nerd thinks about Star Trek. For never, never, wicked man was wise. We battle on in words, as always, mere words. And what's the cure? We cannot find a thing. There will be killing till the score is paid. A sympathetic friend can be quite as rare as a brother. It is equally offensive to speed a guest who would like to stay and to detain one who is anxious to leave. Some things you will think of yourself, some things God will put into your mind. A decent boldness ever meets with friends. Even where sleep is concerned, too much is a bad thing. The rule of the many is not well. One must be chief in war, and one the king. If they think I am going to stop at that stop sign, they are mistaken. Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle, but let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter. Be strong, saith my heart. I am a soldier. I have seen worse sights than this. It is the bold man who every time does best, at home or abroad. Have patience, heart. A generation of men is like a generation of leaves. The wind scatters some leaves upon the ground, while others the burgeoning wood brings forth, and the season of spring comes on. So of men one generation springs forth, and another ceases. The man does better who runs from disaster than he who is caught by it. Content to follow when we lead the way. I say, no wealth is worth my life.